wanted to do today is pretty much do things that are trending right now on Instagram or the beauty industry or whatever. And what I've been seeing is two things. I'm gonna see if the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealer is as full coverage as they say, and if we can replace this with the Shape Tape. I tried it yesterday. I think I like it. I think it's beautiful. I got the shade 4N. I do want to go back and get the shade up from this. I think it was 5N. Just because sometimes I like to put down a little bit of a darker concealer just underneath here, because you can see I have really dark under eye. And so I'm wondering if I go get a shade darker, if that will help me, then I can use 4N more as a highlighting shade. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. But also what's been trending is that shade, the shade blue. If you guys have been on Instagram, you know everybody's talking about the new palette from What's Her Face. You all know who I'm talking about. But I wanted to see if we could kind of do that shade justice on a darker skin tone. And so I'm actually going to use the blue out of the Kristen Leanne palettes. And yeah, I think that might be a little fun, just to see if we can recreate that and what we could come up with, and just do our own version of what's trending. Okay. Yeah, so when I come back, we will get started. So if you have the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe, that's where we're going to start off in, because they have good transitional shades in here. So yeah, we're going to start off with this palette first, and then we'll jump into that blue. And I thought about doing, well, I thought a couple of things, but we'll see in just a second. So the first shade we're going to go in with is Creamsicle. I'm going to get this built up kind of nicely. So go in a couple times with that shade. You bring it down into the crease, because I still want a little bit of that to peek through when we go through with our little transition shade. This is going to be a real quick look though, I think. Yeah, I think we should be able to get it done really quickly and nicely. So I hope everybody had a great Easter holiday yesterday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed your family and your friends, and that you ate well. So the next shade we're gonna go in with is this fifth shade. Let's see what it's called. Hunts is that shade. And I'm using a Morphe. Make sure you tap off a Morphe M504 brush. And I'm just gonna take it right here into the crease. Bringing it up a little bit into the yellow. So we wanna be able to kind of see a transition now. Just kind of blending it out. Take your time, kind of fluff it out. Not necessarily gotta be so harsh. Well, you don't really want it harsh. You kind of want it, because we're going to go in with such a pretty color. But you do want this to be deep, so you may have to go in a couple times. And this brush has a point on it, so it can go right here in the crease and blend up your shadow if you need it to. So yeah, let's get it to the desired depthness that you like. And I did, so that's my third dip in. But as I'm dipping, I'm also blending it back out, because I want to make sure I'm not over saturating the color. Yeah, that's cute. I'm going to go and deepen that just a little bit more, and I'm going to go into the shade that's right below Hunts, and it's called Jax. Still on the taper brush, but not as I'm just going to really kind of fluff that through the crease just to add some depth. Just a little bit. Steepening it up. Now you could stop there if you want to, but I do want to add just a little more definition. Just a little more depth to the shade. You could definitely stop at the Hunt shade, but I think it looks prettier when you can kind of see the colors trading off of each other. why not? We have this palette open, so let's make the most of it. And then I'm gonna pick up my brush that had the hunts on it and go back in and blend those two shades together. Okay. So I practice on that eye a little bit. So I did take the Milk Jumbo pencil and create a space for the blue. So I didn't take it all too far up. That's just blending for the blue once I blended it out. So yeah, get your base laid. You can use whatever base you think will work for you, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted the blue to pop, so that's why I'm putting this white down. I wanted to kind of clean up the area for the blue, so this is one way to get that done. And then just make sure you go in and blend out your white. Make sure it's smooth out. So yeah, yep, I like it. Now we're gonna dip into the Christian Leanne palette and pick up, I think that's TRM. I think that's what that is. It's a pretty shade. Let me show y'all. Since we're gonna fill the whole eyelid space up. Make sure you just get it packed on. Pretty much where we created our little space, and we will get it blended out. And that's how you'll get the faded blue down. This color is pretty, y'all. Telling you. Kind of got to use sometimes what you have. And I'm just having fun with seeing what I have to make up some of the looks that are trending. Without going out and feeling like you got to buy every palette. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to pick up, you know, spend your money, them your coins, it's all fun. I'm going to title it the way I titled the other one. This is going to be KKW who? All right, so we got to get that blended out. Let me fix this side. It's not looking as bright. So I did take a clean brush, really, to get that blended out. Just this is not really the brush I had. What brush did I have? Hold on, y'all. Let me find the right brush. It was more of a taper brush. And I do clean it off so that nothing, you know, it doesn't become too dark up here. You just want to blend out those edges. First, the blue, blend out the blue edge, and then go back in a little bit with that last transitional shade that we use to clean it up even further, okay? So yeah, you just take your time with this look. Okay, y'all, I'm sitting up here playing, and I'm picking up the shade Leo. Is that Leo? Okay. Out of here, out of the Christian Leanne. And I'm just tapping it right here in the center. And just really kind of blending it out with my finger. Just because, you know, I'm extra like that. I just, you know, the blue is pretty, but I'm using this little, guess it's an iridescent duochrome, and just kind of tapping it over. So I think that just adds a little more definition to our eye. Using my finger to blend it out. That's cute, huh? You can still have the trend, but with a twist. That's what I think. A trend with a twist. It's so pretty. That's pretty. Okay. Going back in and blending out the top of that. Why can't I find the brush I need to blend this top part out right? It's just crazy. This is a clean brush. I'm just going over the top of this. Okay, and we'll be back for the next trend, which is the Laura Mercier, to see if it takes over Tarte. So we are going in with the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. I did put down a little bit of my Makeup Revolution C13 just to kind of further clean up underneath my eye a little bit, because, you know, I had a little bit of fallout. And this kind of just helps with, it's actually my skin tone. So it just kind of helps to do a little more concealing. So we're going to try to see if this conceals and highlights us. This is in the shade 4N. I think the N, I'm gonna see what the N means. Hopefully it means neutral. Let's see. What we working with here? I don't think you need a lot of this, by the way. So you put it down and, you know, I think it will spread for you once you start blending. So be careful. Yeah, see, I think this spreads. Doing a good job of covering. Like, this really too much up here, to be honest with you. Let's see if we can spread it out across our little eyebrows here and see. Yeah, I'm thinking that you don't need a lot of this. Because you don't get the same amount as what you get in Tarte Shape. Tarte Shape is almost double, I think. Clean up this little in the corner a little bit. But yeah, it's almost double. So value-wise, that may be why Tarte Shape will probably be still in rotation for a lot of people. Is because you get a lot of product for the same price. I think this may, I'm gonna figure out the prices. I think this may even be a little more expensive than Tarte Shape. Alrighty. I'm just gonna go in with my Eco Tools blender and get that blended out. This is a brand new Eco Tools, so let's see. I think they had them on sale at Ulta. Buy one, get one half off. So yeah, sister girl had to partake. Yeah, I think I do need to get the shade down from this shade. Yeah, it does a beautiful job of highlighting me. Let's see what it does blending out. Especially around my little nose area. I like the way it looks so far. Yeah. Take your time and get that blended out, and we'll come back. Let me try to find my Laura Mercier powder to see how I can set that, if I can set it. So give me a minute. So hey y'all, this is the final look for me today. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it. So let me know what you think about this, doing what's on trend, and keeping up with what's going on Instagram, things that people are really talking about and making it, you know, really popular. So this was the blue shade. I just did a twist on mine. Is what's happening on Instagram today, or you know, since the collaboration between KKW and Mario times Mario came out. The blue shade has just been, you know, widely talked about this past weekend. So I thought I would do a little, you know, spin on that. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. I really, really like how the look turned out. You guys know I love blues and greens, and you know, to add a bit of pop to mine is something that I kind of always like doing. So yeah, I think that's it. The only thing on my lips is it's gonna be, y'all be like, what? What were you? I was just playing. First of all, I just don't even know why I did this, but I put down Nudist Peach by Wet n Wild, the liquid catsuit one, and then I went in with Anastasia's Coral. What's this called? Candy Coral. And then I went on top with some of my Milani. This is in the 01. This is the Hypnotic Lights. Yeah, so that's what I did for my lips today. Anyway, yeah, so this is the eye look with a little pop of color in the center. I really enjoy this Christine Leanne palette. You guys know that I love, hold on, y'all see something? Need to bring us a little bit of green up in here. See, that's just, oh, to me, that just keeps your eyes awake versus making it so dark and gloomy. this little spotlight with that shade LEO. So if you don't have this particular palette, and it was on sale, y'all. It's on sale. Check to see if it's still in your Ulta. I think it was on sale at Ulta and Sephora. So on the inner corner, I just went back in the palette and used Brixton for the inner corner. And I used a little bit of the blue, the TRM underneath here. And then I took a little bit of the green, the lime thyme, to blend out the blue. And this is what we have for today. I really, really like this look. And yeah, I'm gonna get off of here and go figure out something to cook for dinner. I think I'm gonna cook. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, I thank you. And the little brush in here is really good to use for your inner corner blend out. Like, that's a little harsh, so and you blend it out just a little bit more. Yeah, so it don't have to be as bright, but if you want it bright, just, you know, just kind of dab it, and there you go. We have brightness right on back. Dab it, and then you can blend it out and make it as bright or as light as, I mean, bright or, you know, as faded in as you want it to be. So yeah, I thank you all so much, and I will see you all on the next time. Thanks, YouTube. Bye bye. Y'all, I'm such a dodo. I totally forgot to talk about the concealer, which is the Laura Mercier. I talked about it during the video, but I think I need a shade, just to go up a shade darker for more concealing, and then just go in a little bit with a 4N for highlighting. I do like it. I'm not exactly sure if it's tape shape as concealing as a tape shape. Is good, but I don't know if it's if it's as good as concealing as that formula is. That's gonna be a hard one to beat, but I do like it. So if you want to switch off of the tape shape, you can definitely go in with this, because it is a good coverage. It's really a good full coverage foundation. I don't know, I'll have to play with it a little bit more to see if it's just the way it blends out on me, because, you know, I have bags and everything underneath my eye, which it did a pretty good job today of concealing that and doing a little bit of highlighting. Also, I forgot that I went in with my CoverFX Power Play foundation. You guys, I'm loving this foundation. It's so good, and it lasts. Like, I wore it for like 12 hours yesterday, and my face still looked wonderful. And what else did I use on my face? Just so I can give you guys a rundown. I'm trying to look around my station. I think that's it. You know, highlight a little bit of Max Gold Deposit with a little bit of an oldie but goodie mixed in there, which was the Anastasia. Hold on. This was the Illuminator when she had these out, the peach one. Remember these? Yeah, so a little bit of that mixed in. And I think that's it. Oh, blush. I just used this Sephora spray brush today. And the shade is, what's the shade, y'all? Such as a peach. That's a lot of peach going on today. Yay. So yeah, that's what I use for my blush, contour. What did I use a contour with today? Oh, y'all know I just went in with my blush kit from Anastasia, and I actually used the Clove shade out of here today, which is that muted little green shade. It does a great job of creating a shadow. Nothing harsh, and I just went in with my bronzer from Estee Edit, which you guys know they don't sell that anymore. So sometimes that's why I don't mention it, because I'm still using it. But a good alternative is the Anastasia bronzers that she came out with. So I think that's it, you guys, for the face. And I'm looking at my face. Yeah, that's it. I will see you all on the next turn. Thanks, YouTube.